Okay, good morning.
Good morning to
Okay,
you.
Simon Ekpa and 16 others were accused of what? Financial terrorism, creating men here in Nigeria. And from what information we are gathering, we heard that the Finnish government are asking for evidence from Nigeria.
Yes.
That if evidence is not granted, they are
going to release him.
They will release him because
for lack of evidence from Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria has not been able to come forward into Finland to present substantiated evidence, clear evidence that Simon Ekpa committed, such crime. That's by financing terrorism in the southeastern Nigeria. We've obviously seen that the people that have been financing terrorism in the north, all over Nigeria, their numbers, their names, their addresses, their offices were forwarded by UAE in 2022 to Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari swept their names under the carpet. Muhammad Buhari could not at least further investigation into the names sent to him by, Dubai Prince, then UAE, that's the United Arab Emirates, their kings there, to implement the arrest of this Hausa Fulani in the north. Buhari swept their names under carpet. He could not even do anything about it. Then lately, during Buhari administration, we've seen accusation of sponsorship of terrorist, activities in the southeastern Nigeria. They actually accuse Simon Ekpa and other Igbos. And this time they have flagged down their account. They froze their account. 16 Igbos and Simon Ekpa is number one. They no evidence so far, but they actually flagged his account. What I'm saying is that Tinubu is on it again. Buhari could not at least investigate properly the people that are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria during his tenure. And Tinubu has come now, he faced the Igbos. It's only Igbos that he knows that are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Number one, Ekpa. People that are defending their land, are they sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria? Okay, who are the terrorists Simon Ekpa is sponsoring and other 16 Igbos? So Igbos are now terrorists in Nigeria. Even if you ask me, I said, how could Igbos go further to northern regions to at least, sponsor terrorism than east here and the south. Terrorism across north are being sponsored by northerners, the Fulani elites who are staying in Iran, in Arab worlds. In Arab world like UAE, Dubai, they are there, and their names has been piled up, and sent to administration of Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari could not do anything about it. Now, Bayo Nonoga, Dela Lake, this man, Baja Biamila, all the Lagos boys, the cabals around Tinubu are coming out to tell us that the Igbos are sponsoring terrorism in their land. Who is he? Who is that person that is a terrorist in Igbo land that warranted Simon Ekpa financing him with other 16 Igbos? That's why I'm coming out to tell Tinubu that his uncle Awolo will seize our money. It should seize the money of those 16 Igbos, add the money to his own. He's an insatiable man. A man that can never be satisfied with what he has. He's eyeing those 16 Igbos for nothing. He will steal all their money and add to his own, the way Awolowo did after the war. After the war, we came out from our hideouts. Awolowo gave all of us 20 pounds. Here we are today. His niece, his nephew, Tinubu has come out to do same. Because no amount of accusation, counter-accusation, against Igbo man could be at least substantiated. All these are empty accusations. Government propaganda, the many lies Nigerian government is telling Nigerian people for how many years? This administration is full of lies, deceptions, and deceit. They are not deceiving only Igbos, they are deceiving themselves too. They are deceiving the Hausas. They are deceiving the Robos. The South. Wike is coming with all his deceptions. And now God is trying to punish Wike. The game he played during 2023 gubernatorial election has come back boomeranging. I always tell them that Kama is not a native of India. Kama, Lord of Kama. Kama is no longer an Indian. Kama has now become a Nigerian. Kama has naturalized all over Africa, Europe, America, Asia. Kama is operating all over the world. Wike and Fubara, they are facing a lot of Kama. But if you ask me, I will tell you that I'm more or less a sort of Fubara. Because Wike played his game against his godfathers in the past when he ruled River State straight 8 years. And today, law of Kama has caught up with Wike. It is nemesis. It has boomeranged. That is what is called what? Law of retribution. That's why the River State government everywhere now is in shambles. Fire on the mountain, run, 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 run. Because Wike wanted somebody he could control to become governor of Rivers State. Nigeria is a place where nobody is saying the truth. Why? Government is not telling us the truth. They are deceiving us. Government. People are the government, and those people are the what? They are, deceptionists. They are deceivers. And today we've seen it playing out in Rivers State. Okay, let me tell you, Finland is inviting Nigeria now because the major issue we have as Igbos is that Nnamdi Kanu is thrown inside jail. They jailed Nnamdi Kanu for over 48 months now over what he has not done. And America, EU, other NATO member nations are putting pressure internationally to make sure that a man that has not been found culpable of any crime should come out of jail unscathed, unhurt. And what is on the ground now is that Finland has been waiting and waiting for how many months now? CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, for no, just for mouth, has been claiming and shouting, I'm going there to testify at the ICC level. ICC level, have you been there for how many months now? They are waiting. You went to Al Jazeera, they are running your mouth, you are going to testify against an innocent man. A man that has fallen back, defending his communities, his farmland, Simon Ekpa. You accuse him of sponsoring what? Igbo man is now a terrorist to Christopher Musa. God will ask you. To all of you that are working under Nigerian military forces accusing Igbo man of act of terrorism, God will ask you one by one. Because I know that the kinsmen of the Garbas, Mohammed, and many of them, the Arufais, all their kinsmen are from that axis where terrorism is much, much progressive. We are not Fulani people. We are the Jews. We are the Igbo people. We don't take people's life. After the whole accusation, everything, CDS, Christopher Musa could not go to ICC to at least go there with substantiated evidence. If he did, actually, Simon Ekpa may have been arrested. But he did not, because he's trying to save his head and face. If it happens that CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, venture, touch his leg, his feet on Finland soil, ICC will hold him there. They have committed lots and lots of genocide against the Igbo nation over the years. And they're avoiding going to Finland because they know that ICC must actually arrest all of them. Today now, they are being questioned and asked by Finland to come forward to Finland with much substantial evidence against Simon Ekpa. Where and how, what and when did Simon Ekpa commit an act of terrorism in the southeastern Nigeria? None of them is going there. The only question I ask myself, why is it that they always front Bianca Ojukwu? Why is it that Bianca Ojukwu, who actually knows that her husband is Biafra by name? The founder of modern Biafra is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but Biafra Lord is Ojukwu, was Ojukwu. And Bianca is playing game with Fulani and Yoruba. Does she think that Yoruba can go far liking Igbo man or loving Igbo? Fulani and Yoruba are the problem that Igbo has today. They don't want us to move further. They don't want us to climb up to the development, much advanced world, modern developed countries in Europe and Asia. I think, the third country world. There are people that are called the third world country. The third world country, Dubai is among. Look at the state of development in Dubai. Third world countries, China is among. Look at the rate, the speed at which China is developing today. Very, very fast. They don't want us to measure up with China, to measure up with Japan. That's why they tie Igbo down. I don't know whether Bianca Ono knows about what I'm saying now. That the people she's romancing are anti-Igboists, one by one. They don't like Igbo to move forward. They don't want Igbo to measure up with USA. They don't want Igbo to grow up into Israel. And today, I'm telling you that we, the Igbos, we must actually get to that place. We are getting there, and I don't know why Biancono is kept on romancing Yoruba and the Fulani government. I'm telling you, by the time Bianco not understand where she is, I think all is going to be well with her. But as long as she still dances in ignorance, at least she will actually understand nothing until she owns it up that she is turning herself to Yoruba Fulani errand woman. A ministerial designation that has been, given to her without Igbo support is nothing, as well as nothing. What I'm trying to say here is that Finland is about to release Nnamdi Kanu because nobody in Nigeria, the military, the police, the office of Asorok has been not able to at least, come forward to Finland with physical evidence, substantiated evidence or reasons why Simon Ekpa constitutes insecurity in the southeastern Nigeria. No visible evidence so far. But that's why they are going to at least release Simon Ekpa very soon.
But when they arrested him, why is it that the Nigerian government back then didn't, freeze the account? When that time they arrested him,
yes, they could not freeze the account. It is very late that they started doing so.
Yes,
they were at least on the investigation to know where his account, where he operates account in Nigeria. But you can see that maybe information has gotten to them. That's why they are frozen his account this time around, and 16 others. Then those 16 others whose accounts were frozen, how sure are they? How sure are they that those accounts belong to terrorist sponsors? I don't know what I understand. Because they have issue with forensic investigation. Nigeria is not well down to earth, good on forensic investigation. This connotes one of the mega issue we have with insecurity in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country whereby kidnappers hide out, they make call, they write text. Still, they cannot use their devices to track down those kidnappers. The terrorists, the Fulani headers, they make call, they send text. Yet, our security forces don't have what it takes to track down criminals. Okay, the money they spent on CCTV, we actually understand or learned recently was the tune of $59 million. Just CCTV at FCT. Who stole and actually sits on top of that money? Nobody. The CCTV we're talking about, no area you commit crime in Abuja, they will not track you down. Unless inside an establishment, I don't know what I'm saying, that have their own CCTV in place. But CCTV, they're supposed to have at least mount CCTV all over Abuja, all over the street of Abuja, all over the estates outside Abuja while entering or exiting Abuja, so that if any incursion from criminals, headers, kidnappers, terrorists actually happens, they are going to track them down. I don't know what understand what I'm saying. But all these are not on course. They actually sat on that money, and the money has grown wings today. It flew away.
Okay. And why do you not think that under Buhari's government, we saw the Saudi Arabia government listed names of terrorists causing mayhem here in Nigeria, but Buhari never, government never.
Yes, actually, let me tell you, to the tune of 351 of them, 351 lists.
But the name was not publicly.
People that were sponsoring terrorists, and the names ranges from Mohammed, Ibrahim, Garoba, Abubakar, El-Rufai, Mochud, Hakilu, Alihu, Halisu, Salisu, Rafus, Hassan, Pantami. Still, these are Muslims' names. These people that are orchestrating or causing incursion into another person's land, into another person's estate, into another person's house at night, into communities all over Igbo land, all over North. They are all Muslims. Yet, Buhari did not do anything about it. Buhari administration turned its back on the names list given to him, which means complicity, implication. That's why he turned it down. Imagine a country that turned their backs on security solution down. Because solution is it when we investigated those names and actually arrest or apprehend all of them, we found out that insecurity in Nigeria will go down drastically. But nothing has been done today. What we are seeing today is kangaroo investigation, kangaroo accusation, false propaganda and accusation of Igbo man by this administration, false accusation of Igbo man by the administration of Muhammad Buhari. See, let me tell you, so far they could not implement the list sent by UAE and the Saudi Arabia, sponsors of terrorists in Nigeria. They are not getting good results, deserved, until they go into forensic investigation and make sure that they clamp down on the perpetrators, the sponsors of insurgency in the north, in the southeast, everywhere. Because you see, insurgency is going on in the southeast too. The kidnappers, Fulani kidnappers, the killers, killer headers, Boko Haram insurgents, they are there, annihilating the Igbo farmers, attacking the Igbos in their various localities and communities. And because they have not at least funded or implemented the list submitted by Saudi Arabia, UAE, and so on and so forth. Listen, Nigerian government has issue. We lack clarity, we lack competence, we are playing tribal politics here. Tribalism, ethnicity, religious bigotry has actually destroyed Tinubu regime and Buhari regime. And I'm telling you that APC political party platform does not mean well for Nigerians. Every apparatus of government, the previous regime government, the present regime government is collapsed because nobody is telling us the truth. All they are telling us is lie, 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 lie. Lie, lie, Mohammed is gone. Oh. I don't know who is telling the current lies now because the Minister of Information is not that pronounced in action. We don't know who he is. Okay, Dela Lake. He's not lying enough. The lies he's telling us is not running like Slim Far. So what I'm trying to say, I'm bowing out here, Mr. Akere, until when we come here again to actually tell the world what is holding Nnamdi Kanu back, what is holding the reasons Simon Ekpa has not been released, and why Nigeria is after bringing Igbo man down. Igbo man should be down. That is the plans. All their effort, all their agenda, process going on in Nigeria is Islamize Igbo land, Islamize Igbo land, victimize Igbo man. Igbo man will be down. Why are they jealous and dying because of Igbos? Current incursion in Igbo land is caused by these two tribes. And there's no way posterity is not going to judge them. I rest my oar here until when we come tomorrow. Thank you.
What a wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojoku fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazen Kanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Anti-Igbo and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani pay master. So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
should the government, should the Nigerian government be worried about this?
Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Igbo man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said. He said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. And that normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that people have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. My brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or else that made Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum, he said post that election that the other side have supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now what? So now if the average left person is not will not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue the trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country, and then the Igbo man now will not take them tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.